I'd like to suggest that that working for land preservation on a local and state level can be fertile ground for finding common ground across this partisan divide that is paralyzing us on policy, both on climate and maybe on biodiversity. And I also think in the bigger national arena that I'm somewhat more optimistic about movement across the divide on conservation issues than I am on issues about controlling fossil fuel emissions. And that's maybe for obvious reasons that the armies are different in each case. But I want to tell you a little bit about the Orono Land Trust in my hometown in Maine. It was founded in 1986 to buy a 44-acre plot of forest pretty much in town that was slated for development. I joined the board when I moved to Orono in '94, and it still owned that 44-acre tract. We initiated a larger effort to acquire land and easements. And since then, largely due to the efforts of others, since I moved on to other boards, the land trust has exploded in a good way. It now is involved in the protection of 5,689 acres with 25 miles of recreational trails. Its crown jewel is a 5,000-acre tract of forest and wetland with 5 active heron nests, among many other species, and it includes 3 miles of undeveloped shorefront on the largest lake within 30 miles of the city of Bangor. Quite an accomplishment for an all-volunteer organization to date.